Shell Reserve, start of the second term, and Lazarick tried to get it away. O'Toole gets another handball towards Rickett. Can he pick it up, the big man? No, he can't. He needs some support. He got the handball away, but it was chopped off in the end by Stanford. Comes towards Clinton Shaw. Had it and lost it. De Boer kick off the ground towards half forward. Hayes can't take the mark. Rutherford through the middle, the last goal scorer. Wheels around on the right boot. The lead on from Pilgrim. Rock and Ronnie can't take the mark. King's against him right next to him. Collins is there as well. He got half a Shepherd, then coming through Howard. Now through the middle, Hayes. Handballs it to you-know-who. I'll just say that all day, I think. He goes with another kick towards Tadu. Oh, third umpire. The third umpire said not out, and it will be a boundary throw-in. Couldn't take the mark, Justin Tate on hands and knees. So boundary throw-in right in front of our commentary box on centre wing for De Boer and Tate. Boundary throw-in now. Tate in front, gets it down. Ruck tapped it on towards Collins, who leads in the race for the football. Now Clifford coming the other way. Left it behind, no. Gadd kicks it to Laurie in the commentary box.
It's knocked out Nashi, yeah, Nashi.
No, I think the cameraman's still upstairs, so it's okay, just.
You're going to count these for Ricky?
No.
Oh,
Don't count free kicks as possessions for Ricky, unfortunately. Sorry, as he smiles. You've only had 16. Can you just settle down for a minute, okay? Give Mano a couple. He's only had 2. So O'Toole goes towards the lead of Broome. He might want to drag himself, I think, the coach.
You read that pretty well, though, Aaron Broome.
In front of Clifford, takes the mark at half back for Bannockburn. So a chance to drive it towards centre half forward. Goes in that direction now. Rutherford leads Gaylard in the race for the ball. Can't take the mark. Off hands. You-know-who has got it again. Handballs it to Hayes. Handballs it to Gaylard. Sets him up a little bit. He gets around. Gives it back to you-know-who. Gets it half-back flank. Ridiculous. Goes through the middle. Oh, great kick to Bolchevic. Through the middle. He's split the line now with the right foot kick towards Manning. Takes the mark on his chest. On hands and knees at 50. Shane Manning chips the ball over the top. And Keys has ran beautifully through the middle and has made a pathway for the forward pocket and has taken the mark.
He can't be out in the back pocket, Keys. He wouldn't get up there, would he?
He covered a fair bit of ground pretty quick, I tell you.
He just sniffs a goal, Laurie, and he's there.
I'm amazed there before. I was thinking Johnny Bolchevic and Keysy a couple of years ago, they were in the forward pocket side by side, now in the back pocket side by side.
So John Keys, 30 metres out, 45-degree angle, comes in, and it looks pretty good off the boot. The goal umpire moves to the middle and says, all clear.
Goal umpire Rivet gave it anyway.
Yep. So John Keys, his first of the afternoon, and a fourth for Corio. They got a 4-4-28 and double their lead. Bannockburn 2-4-16 Raiders bingo. Second quarter scoreboard, 3 minutes played.
Yeah, I see Jad put the fingers up, but I thought I'm not going to take any notice of that because sometimes they fool you, those blokes.
The difference there, Laurie, Ricky O'Toole switched the play to the other side and Corio were just away and running.
Yeah, and more direct. They got the ball in there quickly and got it in quickly, and Shane Manning was able to get it and get over and goal. It's a simple game.
So the ball in the middle, up again. Neither ruckman clear tap. Second effort to Tate. Went to Pilgrim, Matty. Handball out looking for Gadd, but pace there from Lindsay. He does well. Comes back looking to get on the favoured left foot. Gee whiz, he's gone a long way backwards, but he's found Hayes. Rather fortunate because Hayes didn't have a lot of control. He's gone right across the ground. Oh, goodness me. Gone to Tate. 1 out against 2, and the numbers win because mark taken by Clinton Shaw at centre half back. Poor option there from Hayes. As Shaw now, the leads come from Hickleton, can't take the mark. Ruck pushing the back, play on to the up. Oh, another push in the back. Ruck trying desperately. Well, he pulled it in underneath himself, but it was on the blind side of the umpire, fortunately. And the whistle went.
He probably should have got 2 free kicks, Eric, and then probably could have given one away.
So now the ball in the air. Lewis, tap to Bolchevic on the left foot. Bolchevic looking for the safety of the boundary, can't find it because they do well. Bannockburn through Howard towards half forward, but on this occasion Hayes takes the mark, goes across the ground. Gee whiz, it's dangerous, but Gaylard is equal to the task. Handball to Bolchevic, now they're away. Bolchevic across the ground, hooks it back into the middle. The lead from Lee Clifford, can't take the mark. Looking for and finding Ricky O'Toole with the handball. He goes wide, looking for Matty King, a long way up from half back, takes the mark on the wing. Chips it forward, not a good kick, but he's found a teammate out there in Collins. Collins chips it back inboard. Has found Lindsay a long way up. Lindsay back into the corridor, and Potter now 30 metres out, near enough to directly in front, has taken the mark. And
they look so much better when they switch the ball, don't they?
Oh, don't they?
And I think the message at quarter time would have been from Ricky to run, get the footy and run, be prepared to cross the lines, and that's exactly what they're doing. Switch play as if they are a good side. They were rabble in the first quarter.
So Potter now moves in. Not a bad looking kick
Good
from Potter.
kick.
That's his third for the day without even looking at the goal umpire. It is. 3 goals to Jed Potter, 5 to Corio. 5-4-34. They lead Bannockburn 2-4-16. Raiders bingo. Second quarter scoreboard, 5 minutes gone.
I mean, this is a better standard of football they're playing in the second quarter. If they were playing that first quarter footy against Werribee beat them by 20 goals. I'm not joking.
There you go.
That's just a thought.
Special
Think about
comments. Laurie to Goldie, that's what we're paying for. Did we pay it? Back to the middle. Du Bois and Tate. Tate gets it down. Furman comes off the wing. Left foot kick back towards the middle. Trapped okay by Lindsay. Wheels around on the left boot. Goes towards half forward. Rickett has got nobody next to him, so he takes the mark on the chest. Chips the ball towards Collins, who kept running from centre wing. Takes the mark at half forward. Couple of leads on short too for him from Keys. And also Clifford. He chips it over the top towards Keys, who can run into goal. 30 metres out. Draws the player. Handballs over top to Rivet. Runs into the goal square and kicks the goal.
Good play, Keysy.
And Corio, a couple in a minute. Chad Rivet has put his first on the board. And for Corio, that is their sixth. They go to 6-4-40. They lead Bannockburn 2-4-16. Raiders bingo, second quarter scoreboard, 6 minutes played.
And the reason, Laurie, that Rivet gets the easy goal, because the ball moves so quickly and they created a loose man, David White had to go at the fellow with the footy.
Oh, that's right. They're playing a good brand of footy now, and every time the ball hits the ground there, Eric, there's numbers at the ball, and that's the way they play their footy best. And if you've got numbers there, you've got options, and that's exactly what they're doing. Tatey's doing good in the ruck as well.
In the middle, the ball goes up again. You're right, Tate gets the tap down clearly, only as far as Furman. He handballs to Shaw, tackled as he kicked the footy, but well, Bolchevic going for the soccer-style kick to try to get the ball away, but Dwayne Broom more than comfortable, I think, to see it over the boundary line between wing and half forward for Bannockburn. So the ball about to come back into play. Now it does. Up high there was Rickett doing the ruck work. Ball comes to ground. Barry O'Toole pushed in the back. Nose at the umpire. Rick Lazarick thought it was good enough for them. It was good enough for us. He's pushed his opponent in the back. Neither get a free kick. And the ball is rushed over the boundary line. This time between wing and half forward for Corio. Kicking to the northern end in this second quarter. Ball about to come in once again. Tate does well, gets to the front. The tap goes to the back. Barry O'Toole, well tackled. Handball to Lazarick. Handball to Ricky O'Toole. Missed his mark, but he's good enough to recover. Lee Clifford gives him assistance. Handball that's gone astray. Picked up by Shaw. His handball's gone to Perkins. Perkins now chips it looking for Lewis. Good work there by Hayes. Unfortunately didn't take the footy. Lewis on his own, plenty of time. Handball out to a teammate in Rutherford. He chips it towards full forward. Big pack of players back there. Broom, is it? Does well. No, the ball's taken by McNamara. He's done well. Out to Hayes. He loses, dispossessed by Hickleton. He's hooked it round the body. Not quite far enough.
Good try.
And it was a good try. The snapshot has gone astray. Second behind to Hickleton. The first in this quarter for Bannockburn. 2-5-17. They trail Corio 6-4-40. Raiders bingo. Second quarter scoreboard. 8.5 minutes gone.
King kicks it in short to Collins in the back pocket, chips it over the top to McNamara. It's all okay, except McNamara doesn't take the mark. And it's still in play, close to the boundary line, tries to butter up McNamara. Gaylard's over there as well, and Hickleton. And the umpire will come in and ball it up in between the forward pocket and half forward flank. Bannockburn into attack.
One skill error, Laurie, can let the whole team down.
Yes, well, it's held up in that pocket now, Eric, and it should have been probably further afield to be able to mark that ball.
So a ball up now. Hickleton and Tate do the ruck work. Neither get an effective tap. O'Toole, Ricky, close to the boundary line. And in fact, his handball is smothered and is out of bounds. In fact, it's on the full. So it must have been a kick off the boot. So it's out of bounds on the full for Clinton Shaw to take the free kick. Not much to kick to. Pilgrim gives him, Wayne gives him half a lead. He's called the play on now. So he's just going to kick it along towards the 10-metre square. Corio with the numbers, they can raffle it. And Cy Gaylard's won the raffle, and he takes the mark. He switches play to the outer side back pocket. Takes the mark, Bolchevic. Handballs it, was going to handball it to Hayes, but he elects to take two bounces. Go to defensive 50, go with a right foot kick towards centre wing, and Lindsay takes the mark, back inboard. He's got O'Toole, he goes further afield towards Rickett. Has to make up a bit of ground though, because Perkins read it the better and has taken the mark.
Yeah, Clifford, 50 metres on his
Handballs at the Broom, sets him a task though. Rivet on a long chase from full forward. Keys is in there as well. Aaron Broom over the top of it. They fight hard for it at half back. Is that holding the ball? Yes, said the umpire. And will be a free kick to Corio. Aaron Broom didn't get rid of it. Keys plays on at all costs. He goes with the right foot kick, kicks a
Another
goal.
one.
That's his second, and that's when he's at his best, John Keys, when he's running. And Corio's 7th goal, they go to 7-4-46. They lead Bannockburn 2-5-17. Raiders bingo, second quarter scoreboard, 10 minutes played.
Yeah, once they've got it moving, they're really flowing football now. Look, I just got to ask you a question back there. The Ricky O'Toole attempted kick, ineffective. Can't give him a stack out. We've got to mark him hard today.
He'd be counting them, so
no, not
if he comes to the box at the end of the game and he reckons he's had 62 possessions, he only had 60, you're in stride.
I'm in stride, bro. No, I'll make him work harder than that. It was ineffective.
So back in the middle with the umpire to put the ball in there once again. Got the hard taskmaster here today.
Geez, I'll say.
Up it goes. This time, Tate back to Ricky O'Toole. He's earned that one.
That's
Gets
effective.
the handball. Gone to Gaylard. And Gaylard now with the kick wide. Well, really not to anybody. With Shane Manning he wasn't leading in the race for the footy, but a kind bounce has allowed his opponent out there in Hinchcliffe to get the footy, go towards half forward. Hayes does well. Handball back to Bolshevik in defence for Corio. Handball back through the players, back to Hayes, and away he goes. Kicked it long to half forward. Oh, great kick there, Rickert. Don't know who his opponent is. I think it might be Shaw, but certainly he's tipped it inboard. Oh, Tate having a rest up forward, drops the mark, comes to ground. Kick off the ground.
By Lewis, I think, wasn't it?
So, well, I think there's been quite a number of those that probably should have been paid. Kicking in danger, they've paid. There's been quite a few indiscriminate kicks. This time, Justin Tate was very, very close to the footy, and he's got the free kick. 30 metres out, directly in front, and over his career, I guess he's enjoyed kicking a goal from time to time. Hasn't kicked too many of them, I don't think, but moves in. Good looking approach, left foot up, and it's a glorious kick straight over the goal umpire's hat, and has kicked the goal. So another goal to the Corio side. First for Tate, it is their 8th, 8-4-52. They lead Bannockburn 2-5-17. Raiders bingo, second quarter scoreboard, 12 minutes gone.
Yes, a lovely kick, wasn't it? It was going in nowhere except fair through the middle of the sticks.
The interesting part, Laurie, across half-back, a couple of the more or less experienced defenders for Corio doing quite well. Hayes and Bolshevik as a defender.
Yeah, Hayes is doing quite well. He's getting a fair bit of the volley.
Tate got it down to Ricky O'Toole, runs through the middle, takes a bounce, backs himself, goes to centre wing, left foot kick around the corner towards Keys, up against Broom, also on the ground. Banks gets across there to make it 2-on-1. Broom close to the boundary line and gives it back to Banks, sets him a task, tries to get it back to Broom. Lazarick there, keeping the pressure on, it's out of bounds. And we'll have a boundary throw in. Left half forward flank Corio into attack at the northern end of the ground. And playing 13 minutes second term. And the boundary umpire brings the footy back. For a contest between possibly Rickett and Clinton Shaw. It is. Rickett goes up, gets it down easily towards Collins, sets a task. Lazarick, Barry O'Toole rides a couple of bumps, somehow gets away. Left foot kick around the corner towards the goal square, runs into the 10-metre square. Oh, is that a hold? Yes, it was.
He helped it.
And he helped it. Toby Lindsay, I think, might be it with the free kick. It is in the 10-metre square. And I think it might have been against David Stanford, who was down there with him. But,
you've got to play them when they're there. And I know it's just right in front of goals, Eric, but it was certainly a hole in the man.
The thing that does disturb me, I think the kick further back, another head-high tackle, and the umpires, they've paid one before when the guy ducked.
Yeah.
I think that was probably worth being paid as well.
So Toby Lindsay has missed it. Would you believe?
Oh, boy.
You'd marked it down, wasn't you?
No, I haven't. No.
So 8-5-53 Corio. They lead Bannockburn 2-5-17.
So David White kicks in and finds Stanford. Halfback, shocking kick from Stanford off a step. Well, players all overrun the footy until it comes to Broom by hand. And Aaron Broom has found Gadd. He's got Perkins, who's run well from halfback, accepts a hand pass. Kicks long into the forward area. Great lead there from
Lang.
That's Lang again. I tell you what, he's pretty active. And I suppose with him playing at full forward, it's given them the opportunity to play.
Get in for a handball.
Hickleton at centre half forward, but I reckon he reckons he can kick it, Laurie.
We want to do better than he did last time.
think he's still scarred from that?
Well, we'll find out now. The man on the mark, 30 metres out.
We'll give him fair opportunity.
Worse than a 45-degree angle. It's gone across the face, I feel sure, and has got a behind.
He's getting better.
It got close. 2-6-18 Bannockburn. They trail Corio 8-5-53. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard. 15 minutes gone.
Well, the footy is up on the roof. Maybe it should stay there, that
I was
footy.
just going to say, Eric
Maybe
suggests it should
there.
stay there. Gee, I'll tell you what, I reckon he's been around a few houses in that week. He didn't take long to get up that roof, did he?
The roof tiler.
Oh!
So King kicks it in to Hayes.
I think he's a cat burglar.
Gives it to Potter. Potter takes the mark, still inside defensive 50.
Oh, you set Ricky a task.
That's effective. An effective mark from O'Toole. Runs away at centre half back. Goes with a right foot effective kick towards half forward. Over the top of Keys and also Rickett getting back there. Clinton Shaw harassed by two of them. Comes across to, he does pretty well now. He needs some support. He handballs it back to Dwayne Broom, who's got a bit of time to turn back around on the left boot and go towards the half back to Pilgrim. But Farah Lazaric takes the mark. Does well. Goes with a right foot kick back to whence it came. Was that a push in the back? No, the umpire says play on, gives it away from Keys to Manning with the outside of the right boot, and he's put it through one behind to Shane Manning. And for Corio, they're sixth behind. They go to 8-6-54, and they lead Bannockburn 2-6-18 Victory Trophies second quarter scoreboard. Sorry, Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard, 16 minutes played.
So David White looks for options, decides to go long. Glorious kick from White. Oh, great mark, Lee Clifford from behind. Handball to Manning, back to Clifford. He chips it forward, looking for, well, I don't know that he's actually looking for Potter, but that's who got it. And, well, the lead came from in the corridor. I'd suggest a very loud call from Barry O'Toole.
Well, it was great vision for a young boy. I guess he might have been a loud call, and Barry said, well, you must kick it at me.
Well, the old story, Laurie, when you're in the forward line, you demand it, don't you?
Yeah, that's good football.
So Barry O'Toole now 30 metres out, near enough to directly in front. An opportunity to build on the one goal he already has. Gone back on the Dennis Lilly run-up. Moves in. Well, no, as soon as he kicked it where it's gone, it's a nice looking kick, but he's hooked it across, I think, or has he? Yes, he has. So bad miss from Barry O'Toole. 1 goal, 2. His tally today. 8-7-55 Corio. Lead Bannockburn 2-6-18 Raiders bingo. Second quarter scoreboard. 17.5 minutes gone.
David White from fullback for the Tigers goes long looking for Perkins. Collins against him over the back. Bannockburn with the numbers if it sits for Banks. Ricky O'Toole comes at him, goes the other way. Matty Lewis, gave away a free kick. And it will be a free kick to Ricky O'Toole. Effective handball to Gaylard. Okay, goes with a left foot kick now. Cy Gaylard long towards Rivet. The big man puts the arms up, can't take the mark, off hands. Perkins runs towards half back, gets a clearing kick, is okay too. Towards Dwayne Broom if it sits. Rickett bears down on him, but he's got a bit of time. Dwayne Broom, kick on the left boot towards Matty Pilgrim on a long lead from half forward, takes the mark. He's got Matty Lewis back inboard, uses him now, gives him the kick, and he takes the mark. Gaylard holds him up, and he kicks it back towards Ben Furman. Oh, good mark overhead in front of Bolchevik, and we'll shoot for goal from 45 metres out directly in front.
It's marvellous this game of footy how some of the good players can come in and out of the game. Matty Lewis had 8 kicks in the first quarter. That's his first kick in the second quarter. So you can't afford to have those players out of the game. He's got to. He's one of the leading players in the Bannockburn side.
Ben Furman's kick has. I'll wait for the goal umpire. Has snuck in somehow.
Should we have a replay of that?
For a goal. So his first and the third for Bannockburn. They go to 3-6-24. And they trail Corio 8-7-55. That's on the Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard. 19 minutes played.
That was one of those new kicks, Laurie, the helicopter punt. I've never.
I've heard a lot about them. I haven't seen them either.
It just didn't spin too well off the boot, did it? So I guess it doesn't matter how they spin if they go straight.
Yeah, as long as it went through, and I think it must have just snuck in somehow or other.
Yes, well, certainly the umpire got well across and had a good view of it. There's the ball now back in the middle with umpire Garn to get the game underway once again. Tate and the boy. Up it goes. Tate, beautiful tap down into the arms of Ricky O'Toole, and away he goes. Kick to the lead there of Rivet. Well, I was going to say he had to get that one. Magnificent football. The tap from Tate straight into the arms of Ricky O'Toole. One kick to the lead of Rivet. I reckon they've done that at training a million times, Laurie, and they executed that perfectly.
That was lace out, I think.
Absolutely. So
didn't, if he had dropped that, I think he might not have been playing this week.
So now Rivet moves in, 40 metres out, shocking kick. It's going to land, won't land in the goal square because it's marked by Potter. And, that was poor defence there because just put the hands up, one grab, and there didn't seem to be a defender within a yard of him. So the man on the mark now, 5 metres out. Potter's on a 45-degree angle. We'll move in. He's got plenty of people making some noises, but he's kicked his fourth, and the Corio have got the habit of blokes bobbing up and getting a handful of goals for them. That's the fourth to Potter, the ninth to Corio, 9-7-61. They lead Bannockburn 3-6-24, Raiders bingo. Second quarter scoreboard, 20 and a half minutes gone.
Well, I don't know where I heard it, or one of the coaches in the AFL said,
That was talking to Rivet. I wonder what that's all about.
I don't know. He might have said something when he kicked that.
No, it's something to do with his equipment. Is it a poor boot or?
Back to the middle, Tate, and Du Bois. Tate gets it down to Barry O'Toole this time. He runs through the middle, goes towards Rivet, who had 5 metres on white from talking to the umpire. He can't take the mark. Clifford, good front and centre, picks it up, now on the right foot, goes towards the goal square. Oh, it's a fall for Baker, it does. Oh, he's too slow though, Broom though.
Oh, what about the push in the
Says the
back?
push in the back, but it's holding the ball. So Bannockburn with the free kick, they go wide looking for Matty Lewis on centre wing. He takes the mark.
That really tells players you can tackle.
Oh, he ducks his head, but he gets the right foot kick away towards half forward over the head of Furman, coming out Wishart as well. Over his head, King runs it close to the boundary line, quite happy to see it over. And it will be a boundary throw in right half forward flank. So Bannockburn into attack. They've moved the ball pretty swiftly. Down to half forward. And boundary throw in. In front, Gaylard. Ben Furman can't take it with him. Matty Lewis tapped on a Van Ingen, gave it to Rutherford. Right foot kick back towards the 10-metre square. McNamara got pushed into the footy, didn't take the mark, up against Lang, gets up, then tries to get rid of the football, goes to Hickleton. And he was going to go for a kick, but then got smothered and couldn't get the footy away effectively. Now Ricky O'Toole gets it to Gaylard, gets it back. Now a left foot kick, that's effective towards Barry O'Toole at half back. Dodges a couple, handballs over the top. And that was ineffective because he missed Ricky O'Toole close to the boundary line, and we'll have a throw in.
Missed him by a fair margin, actually.
So still half forward flank, Bannockburn into attack. Rutherford and Ruck to do the ruck work. Ruck over the back, but Matty Lewis off a step, left foot torpedo punt towards the 10-metre square. McNamara and Lang. Numbers again with Corio. Hayes is there working hard. Kicks it across the goal dangerously. It's okay though, falls for Bolshevik. At defensive 50, goes to centre wing looking for Clifford. Also there, Manning. Oh, Clifford shows a turn of speed. Handballs it to Manning. Has to sit and wait a little bit for the ball, but then he goes from half forward. Chips the ball to Potter. Over the head of him, he and Perkins racing towards the ball. Baker gave him half a shepherd. Now Broom going the other way. Aaron loses the football. Potter back on it again. Shows the ball. Handballs it back to Manning in the forward pocket on the boundary line. Across the face of goal and off hands of Collins and Banks. And we'll have a throw in left forward pocket. The Devils now into attack.
That Potter seems to have plenty of time to do things, Laurie. He moves very nicely.
Yeah, I didn't see Harry Potter, but I think
Gee whiz.
Well, there's a little bit of mystery.
You're a comedic talent, you are, Laurie.
There's a little bit of a mystery. He's a little bit of a mystery. Gets out in his own.
Ball from the ruck contest. Van Ingen breaks free at centre half back. Goes towards the centre. Matty Pilgrim against Ricky O'Toole. Play on the call. Ball comes towards Gaylard. Comes back towards Hayes, it was. He tried to get rid of the handball. Now Van Ingen. Kick off the ground to a vacant space at half forward. Leading in the race to the footy is Matty Lewis against Lazarick. Lazarick puts him into the ground. No free kick there either. Now Matty Lewis gets back on it. Left foot kick back to centre half forward for Rutherford and Hickleton. And Rutherford takes the mark. And we'll shoot for goal from 45 metres out. Directly in front.
Take a good kick from here, but it'd be a nice goal for the Bannockburn side if you can put it through.
Reserves footy, I think, for that bloke next week. So Brent Rutherford has got the football. He has kicked one goal. He kicked the goal on the siren in the first term.
Problem is, Jace, that the message they're sending to the players that it doesn't matter how you tackle a bloke, you're going to get a free kick.
Rutherford from 45 metres out straight through the middle. From Brent Rutherford, his second goal. The former Corio player now, Bannockburn. He's got his second and the fourth for Bannockburn. They go to 4-6-30. They trail Corio 9-7-61. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard. 24 and a half minutes played. So we're on the field with 2. Wishart and Furman, the other goal kickers for Bannockburn. 4 to Jed Potter leading the way for the Devils. 2 to John Keys. Singles to Chad Rivet, Justin Tate and Barry O'Toole back in the middle. 4 Tate and De Boy. Rucked unchanged so far in the first half. Umpire Garn throws the ball in the air for both of them. Tate gets it down. Van Ingen chops it off this time. De Boy tried to tap it on. Over the top Van Ingen again. Handball was okay in the end. Got free to Aaron Broom. Left foot kick towards the lead of Lang up against McNamara over his head. Now going back with it. McNamara's got Hayes and also Ruck in support. But the ball out of bounds in the left forward pocket for Bannockburn.
Nearly half time here, but quarter time scores other GDFL games. Anarchy 2-3, Thompson 4-3, Inverleigh 4-3, North Geelong 5-5, East Geelong 7 goals 2, Werribee Central's 5 goals 7, Geelong West 5-8, Winchelsea 2-1 and Belfast still 5-2, Belmont Lions 1-1.
Ball back from the ruck contest towards the 10 metre square for Bannockburn. Big pack. McNamara, good thump away, only as far as Lewis, ducked the head again. Handball came towards Wishart, kick around the corner towards the 10 metre square. McNamara once again safe in defence, gives it away by hand to King. He goes short to Ricky O'Toole, still inside defensive 50, and kicks into the man standing in front of him, Van Ingen. He tries to get it back. He loses the football. He's got 2 against him. He needs some support out there. Van Ingen wrestles hard with it, and so does Hickleton. Now it falls back towards Ricky O'Toole again. In fact, it's Hayes. It is wrapped up by Van Ingen, and the umpire says he's not going anywhere. We'll have a ball up. So about 40 metres out from the Bannockburn goal, we'll have a ball up. And Tate goes up uncontested, gets it to the side of the pack. Handball came to Hickleton off a step 40 metres out. Pretty good off the boot. Oh, he's just missed and through for one behind. So 3 behinds for Sam Hickleton so far this afternoon. They go to 4-7-31 at Bannockburn. Corio 9-7-61. Raiders bingo. Second quarter scoreboard, 27 minutes played.
So the ball comes back to Matt King, who's been kicking in for Corio. Oh, gee.
You wouldn't have gone there, would you?
No, I wouldn't have thought, but he's gone short on the other side to Matt McNamara, who takes the mark. Still well inside 50. Now it's a long kick outside 50 to centre wing. Back of the pack was Ricky O'Toole, can't take the mark, falls off hands to Hickleton, chips it inboard. Van Ingen on the 50 metre arc has taken the mark. Should have been called to play on, came round, but he gets the benefit of the doubt. He's a goal kicker, not a bad kick of the footy. Decides to go long to the head of the goal square. That's good positioning. Not marked, not taken, comes off hands. Handball came out to Lee Clifford. Goes across the face of goal and finds Hayes at centre half back. Well, handball's put Potter under a bit of pressure. Goes out wide to Ricky O'Toole, who's in the open and clear, and decides to run. Has one bounce, has a second bounce. Now kicks the ball long. The lead's come out there from Baker, but it's over the back of the pack to Manning, running onto the footy. If he picks it up, he's got a chance. Hooks it in toward the full forward position, over the head there of the full forward then in Rivet, and drifts toward the boundary and over 15 metres from the behind post. So Shane Manning not on the scoreboard for goals today, and I think
He's had 4 kicks this quarter. He's got where the footy's been a couple of times.
I think his opponent there, he's got a fair bit of pace, Hinchcliffe. Now the ball comes to the front of the pack. Broom it is, kicks along out of defence for the Bannockburn side, but it's all Corio on centre wing. Lazarick fell over, had time to pick the footy up. Handball to Barry O'Toole, chipped inboard to Bolchevic, a long way up in the back pocket.
No, he's having the run in the middle, Eric.
So the ball's chipped into the middle to Hayes. Now he's looking for somebody to come to him. Now chips it to the lead there of Tate coming forward, and you could see Hayes, he was beckoning for somebody to move towards him. Now Tate, he's run 50 metres, decides to kick it long into the full forward position. Big pack there, oh, Rivet.
It's a cry mark.
Well, I reckon it went through Rivet's hands, but it's McNamara, isn't it?
Collins.
Collins, beg your pardon. And I think Rivet might have taken the sting out of the footy. I reckon he had it. But Collins from behind, stronger hands maybe, but he's 15 metres out, 45-degree angle, an opportunity to extend the lead for Corio. But when they run, Laurie, they run from everywhere. There's not a player in the back half at the moment. So Collins now, he's gone a long way back, moves in.
Well, I think it's a nice one as well.
I don't know, I reckon it's gone across the face of goal.
I think the umpy's followed the cross, yep.
So only a behind to Corey Collins and a behind to Corio. 9-8-62. They lead Bannockburn 4-7-31. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard. almost 30 minutes gone.
Perkins kicks to the outer side, finds Stanford, goes towards centre wing, terrible kick, and turning the ball over to Lee Clifford easily. In between wing and half forward, goes towards centre half forward, the lead on from O'Toole off his hands, Gads there also, fighting hard for it, pack develops, and the umpire will now come in and ball it up, centre half forward, Corio into attack as the siren sounds for half time, and it is Corio 9-8, 62. They lead Bannockburn 4-7-31 at the main break in that quarter. 6 goals, 4 to Corio, 2 goals, 3 to Bannockburn, and it's 31 points of difference at the main break. 4 goals to Jed Potter and 2 to John Keys. Singles to Justin Tate, Barry O'Toole and Chad Rivet for Corio, while for Bannockburn, 2 to Brent Rutherford and singles to Jamie Wishart and Ben Furman. We'll take a break, come back with the second half action of our Matchday Live coverage this afternoon between Corio and Bannockburn. You're listening to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.